Yo, can y'all make some noise for Supernoon? We'll be going home. Still one of the showing. Definitely one of the homies. You already know it's a pleasure to even talk about your matches.
What have I been doing to prepare for EVO? It's pretty weird. This year, I feel like it's very different for me than in past years where I've just gone to compete in general, but I've been talking a lot more to people rather than kind of like doing my own thing, which is usually what I always do. Something that started in Dragon Ball is like we kind of all started like working together more and like helping each other and stuff like that. It's also like something I gotta get used to because it's like I'm working with the people that, you know, I'm gonna have to play eventually. But I mean, it leads to like better matches, and kind of that's what we all want at the end of the day. Even if I'm not playing every day because, you know, sometimes like I just need a break, I'm still like watching VODs, reviewing things, writing notes is something I've been doing a lot of. Yeah, it's weird this year because I don't feel stressed at all, and it's a very weird feeling because usually every year, no matter how prepared, like how strong I am like in the game, it's just I've always just like assuming the worst, and that makes me like prepare like harder. But I don't think I'm like the best, and I don't think like I'm just going to win it all, right? But it would be cool if I did, so I'm gonna train hard to do it. But I don't feel stressed, and I don't know why, but I think it's just because I'm relaxed. So CEO, I've gotten third at it, but that was in 2017. Yeah, in Marvel 3 I got third, so not my highest placing at CEO, but it's pretty good for like a super major for gear. So the last couple years before EVO, like CEO was always the last big major, and I didn't do that well in like Dragon Ball and stuff like that, so it was kind of like it was the opposite. I kind of felt like okay, I need to like lock in super hard, and like after CEO it gave me like a lot of perspective and like where I am in the game and like where I am competitively, so it is a pretty good feeling, and it kind of let me know like okay, like I don't suck, like I am pretty good. I don't think it's made me any less lazy. Like I'm still doing the same things I did leading up to CEO. Like if anything, I'm talking to like more people, and that's helping me a lot. So with EVO being so close, like there's nothing like huge or like massive that I can do to make myself level up insane. I think it's just all about how I feel on the day of. Like number one is always going to be competing. Like I just love playing against people in the bracket and stuff like that, and seeing, you know, how far I can go and how far I can push myself. Besides competing, probably just meeting everyone. There's a lot of people that from like around the world that I know through Guilty Gear and just fighting games in general that are going to EVO, and like I haven't met them because I've met them in the last 2 or 3 years. Of course, just hanging out like in the little free time that I'll have, just like spending that with like all the homies and stuff like that I've been practicing every day with and talking to. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah, that's like another thing that I had to get used to again, because I guess it's because the gear is so big and so recent. It's just like I'll like be at an event, or like I'll just be at my local or just stuff like that, and people are like saying like hello to me, like just meeting like fans and like supporters and stuff like that, and people who watch my stream too, like just meeting people like that. It's like crazy, and I haven't been like used to it. So like CEO and like Calm Breaker, I was like getting used to it, and like EVO, it's gonna be like even more, right? Because everyone's going to EVO. You know, it doesn't like throw me off, but I'm still not used to it like before, like when I was traveling for Dragon Ball and stuff like that. The last time I had a really good run at EVO, I just had like all my like best friends there, and everyone was just like rooting for me. Everyone was like watching my games, so it's like I think like my friends and like people that support me also drive me really hard. But at the same time, like at the end of the day, I play for me. Like I know what I can do, so I know how far I can go and like what my like ceiling is. But also like if I'm ever doubting myself, having that safety net of like, you know, people believe in me, and it's not only, you know, me playing for myself. Like there's other people that like support me and like watching me just press buttons and stuff like that. Like that also like really helps a lot. The main ones, at least from NA, that I have experience with and I know that they're, you know, insanely crazy, are just like Hotashi, Jonathan Tene, that's like one of my main training partners, Umisho, Tempest, Red Ditto, Solstice, Razzo. Like there's so many players. Like these are people that I train with all the time, so like I know how strong they are, and they do well at like majors and stuff like that when they go as well. And there's also a lot of international competition as well. There's Daru Ino from like Japan/Korea, Bamabon, Churara from Japan. EU, you have like Leffen, Zando, Skill. Honestly, there's a lot of really strong gear players, and I think that's really dope. And in a lot of other games I played, I've never felt like there was this amount of competition that I had to get ready for. It was mostly like there's people who know how to play the game, but they're not really as good as at competing. Now there's a lot of people I feel like that are pretty solid at both. Like they're very good at the game, but also like very solid competitors as well. So it's gonna be an insane tournament for sure. I have no idea what the top 8 will look like. It's gonna be whoever's playing the best that day. I know I'm good enough to win, and I know I'm good enough to just beat everyone. Like nobody feels unbeatable, so I think I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. The Ram haters. I mean, if she's so simple, why are there only like 5 people in the world doing stuff with that character? I'm just counting the numbers, and I'm the only one to win a major, so The worst fighting game of all time. It might have to go to BB Tag, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Best fighting game of all time, it's a tie. It's either Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2. My favorite Guilty Gear character, Testament. I first saw the character when I was playing Plus R, which is like an older version of Guilty Gear. And yeah, I don't know, I just saw that. I always just look at the character select screen and just pick the character that's like, looks cool to me, and then after that I just figure out which ones are good. And then like I started playing with them. Besides them looking cool, like their moveset is like very cool. They have like a crow that like helps them. They throw like a skull at you. They say like cool things when they do their moves. So it's kind of like just the aesthetic and like how their moves work are really dope. And I really like edgy characters, so they're like really edgy. And like a Grim Reaper, they have a scythe and stuff, right? So I think that's pretty dope. That's pretty much why. Least favorite Guilty Gear character, Nagoriyuki. Yeah, that character, he looks, the thing is, he looks so sick. Like his design is so cool. I'm one of those people, maybe this is like a boomer opinion, it just feels like, I don't like it when things are like, not that it's not hard to do, but like you don't have to think about why you're doing things. It kind of just works. So like he's a character where it's like you can make a lot of mistakes, but they're never really mistakes, because if one works out, then it was the culmination of all his decisions. So that's why I hate that character so much. just like it goes against like my principles of like fighting games. It's just so nasty to me. Oh, the first thing I'll do when I win EVO. That's tough. You know, I'm one of those people that always mentally envisions like what I'll do when I'm here, so that way when I'm there I don't get nervous, or like I know what to do. And I've never mentally prepared to, or I've never like envisioned myself winning EVO, right? I always take it like one step at a time. I think probably cry. Yeah, like that's like the first thing. I'd probably just cry, and then I'd probably call my roommate, actually. Yeah, my roommate's like my biggest supporter / hater. Shout out Casey. And I'd probably say some crazy shit to him. Excuse me. I'd say some crazy stuff to him on the phone, and then make a nice little tweet. And I guess if I were to say anything to like just fans and people that support me and stuff like that, it's just thanks for hanging around. Thanks for sticking with me through all the memes and all the trolling and stuff like that. Things are looking good, and hopefully things stay getting good. And I mean, I'm gonna do my best. You guys know me, so just want to say thanks. And thanks to Lazarus for always supporting me and stuff like that. Just thank you to everybody, and I'm always gonna try my best. So message to my competition. That's tough. A lot of these guys, well, I mean, like everyone's my friend, but just keep it simple, I hope we have some good games. I don't know how hard or how hard you're not preparing for me, but I promise that I'm gonna be playing my best that day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay safe, and I hope we have some good games at EVO. So let's do our best. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. I'll do my best at EVO and everything after that. See you guys. Peace.